Hey everybody, hope all is well. So I know this is old news, but I wanted to do a brief video on the issue of Miss Sweetie Pie. Love her, successful woman. Oh my gosh, mom, entrepreneur, grandmother, and my heart still it still aches for her. Okay, now this here is not so recent because he was found guilty. So let's look at this article here. Sweetie Pie's Miss Robbie is standing beside her son, despite him being accused of killing her grandson. Now, this is November 4th, 2021. Keep in mind, he was found guilty. Okay? A year after Robbie Montgomery, aka Miss Robbie, asked for prayers for her family, she's speaking out once more. The star of OWN's Welcome to Sweetie Pies was blindsided when her son was arrested and charged with the unthinkable setting up a murder for hire plot against her grandson. Now, Miss Robbie is explaining why she is standing by her only son, Tim Norman. Tim Norman allegedly orchestrated nephew's murder to collect insurance money. News broke in August 2020 that Norman was arrested on charges of orchestrating a murder for hire plot against Andre Montgomery, his nephew. Montgomery was killed in 2016 outside of a St. Louis apartment complex. He was 21 years old at the time of his death. Prior to Montgomery's death, Norman allegedly took out several life insurance policies on Montgomery, totaling over $400,000. Each policy lists Norman as the sole beneficiary. Within days of Montgomery's murder, Norman allegedly tried cashing in on the policies, but he was denied the funds due to not being able to provide corroborating documentation. Police claim they tied Norman to the crime due to burner phone records and cell phone data. Two others are also charged in connection to the crime: the life insurance agent who helped Norman file the claims, and a co-conspirator who Norman reportedly paid $10,000. Here's what I want to get to. Ms. Robbie says she is standing by Tim Norman despite the charges. Recently, Miss Robbie spoke with Black Enterprise. The former backup singer for Ike and Tina Turner was promoting her music, but took time to update fans on the state of her family. She says she's leaning on faith to get her through. Now, here's a statement that she made that I wanted to get to. Let's see here. So she says, I'm believing this is going to turn out right. I'm praying, she said, regarding the tragedy. The whole world is praying for my family. We're just getting up every day, going day by day. It's not a good position to be in, but God puts this on me and I'm handling it, and I know He's not going to let me down. So my family is dealing with all of these issues. Furthermore, she hints at feeling Norman has been unfairly crucified by the public. Quote, we're just waiting and praying for a miracle, she adds, end quote. After all, everyone has to realize he hasn't been found guilty. Now, she made this statement before he was found guilty, obviously. That's what he's accused of, so we don't know what happened. That's my son. Here's the part. I mean, it's like a marriage. To death do us part. I can't give him back. When kids get in trouble, they're still our kids. They're still your kids, no matter what happens. I'm still his mom, and he's got support, and I'm praying my child gets out of this because, like I say, he hasn't been found guilty, but the world would beat him up. But the world beat him up. So fast forward, present day, he has been found guilty. But here's a part I find interesting. That's my son. And I mean, it's like a marriage, till death do us part. And I get what she's saying. You can't give them back. They're still your kids when they get in trouble. I get it. But I have to say this. She's a ride or die mom, and I understand that. I just wish that more Black women felt this toward their daughters. Because it's evident from what I see in the BC, no matter what they do, he could be on a murder charge. It could be a video of him. And if it's a black man, if it's the Dusty, he'll still get that support. I just want to find out in the community why we can't grant people that are sometimes really trying to do something, make a go of their lives, be it through education, be it through a business. Where's the ride or die mom? And this is her right, but I'm speaking in general. I've seen black women have one kid, one. Learn from that. And what does she do? She works harder, gets smarter, goes to school. She's working a job and going to school. And if she needs some help, that's on you. You should have thought about that. We understand that. But where's the help? Now, being convicted of murder, that's way serious. But I get it. And that, I think it's just something that just permeates the group. I understand, and my bad. I understand being there for your child, but it's like the ride or die moms, it's just only there for the black men. That's the part I don't understand. You have black women trying to make something of themselves, make something of their lives, and can't catch a break. But and that's why I want black women for the first time in your lives ever. It's time to be selfish. The time something go wrong, who are they calling on? Hey, black daughter, you gotta show up. I just saw a clip of something and I'll do a video on it. I'll try and get to it because I got a busy day tomorrow. And it just infuriated me. And it wasn't what the story was about. It was a statement that the black woman said. And I just like, oh my gosh, it just sent me over the top. Because I said, I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. But in the BC, no matter what they do, the black men are going to have the support, especially if you engage in something less than diabolical. But I have seen this with my own eyes, not just, I've seen it. But when it's a black woman, we haven't even committed a felony. You can be sick, be working 2 jobs, and just say, girl, you taking a day off. Or if your money is funny, don't call on me. I hope you can afford all of that. But watch, time everything else goes wrong. They can be ride or die for, and I love Miss Robbie. I'm just using this as an example. Okay? And she'll be fine. I believe that. But I'm speaking in general. That must be the consensus to death do us part. And I'm thinking when I read this, it's like, wow, it's not applicable to all the children. It's only applicable to black men. But when stuff goes south, speaking in general, because again, she'll be fine. She's quite wealthy, might be a little heartbreak, but she'll be fine. But when stuff goes south in this community, who are they looking to? The black women. It'll be one black woman working. How many's on a check? How many eating off that check? Since you work for the check, can it only the check be applicable to you to serve your needs and your children? Where's the ride or die for the black women? And it sure as heck ain't black queen mom in most cases. Let's be real. Let's not lie. If you've got that, good for you. Let's not lie. That seems to be specifically reserved for black men. And maybe they're taking the death bills part, like a marriage. It's not a marriage, it's your son. But I think this lets me know this must be the mindset. But if it's gonna, this is her only son, I get it. But it shouldn't just apply to black men, it should apply to both male and female. Because again, black queen mama, like your son didn't ask to be here, neither did neither did the daughters. Nobody asked to be born. Nobody. It's impossible asked to be born. Because some of these kids, if they knew they were going to be all stressed out by the parents and used and played, they want to pick another parent. But I thought about that. It's like a marriage to death do us part. I guess that's the mindset that I never considered. Again, I just wish it applied to black women. I've seen black women have to make it on their own, scuffle hard, just make it on their own. No help. Oh, but when times get bad, when times get sad, call my daughter. Hey, I want to talk to you about something. What is it? When they come in real easy sometime, real mellow, oh, they need something. Hey, normally you got a slick mouth popping attitude. And especially if you try to check them about their son, you can say, "Hey, somebody, you can say, hey, I've seen this. Somebody's they're giving you money. Like, hey, we're giving you money, but I've seen this with my own eyes. Okay, but you're giving it to your son. Child, that black queen mama popped off. You don't tell me about my son. Oh, but then when she spent all her money on her son, her fun, the tone changed. I'm gonna need to come with you. Oh, you have income. All the money been going to the son, and he's sitting up chilling. Oh, he got the life of Riley. Not working, but that rent is paid. Black Queen Mama paying her rent and his. You got to be kidding me. And he's able-bodied. So to death do us part. No matter what, that support will be there. But I see that support is not extended to the black female. And that's a problem. But when things go wrong, if that retirement doesn't go wrong, in typical black community fashion, all the responsibility falls on the black woman. That's why I said don't carry the seed of poverty D. I see black women taking on so much responsibility, they think it's the norm. And I'm like, after a while, it's going to wear you out. Ooh, it's going to wear you out. And some things you see with some people you don't verbalize, that's their norm. Then they're going to get older and still on a struggle bus. Money that they should have to save some extra money, maybe to invest, maybe follow your dreams. Check the check. Get an extra $50. Somebody over here need 35. Get an extra $1,000. Oh, me, ma need 800. And I'm not saying not to help your parents, but I'm saying this poverty, these mess gotta stop. Because sometimes the hardworking decent ones are giving the parents money, and I don't give a darn what you say. All it's not for necessity. Sometimes these parents is tricking off the money or giving it to somebody else. And I can tell you, it's a many black woman. The money is exchanging hands from a black woman to this black woman. And guess what? Some black woman giving her darn money to a man. And that's what I see, and it's ridiculous. A lot of money is being exchanged from hand to hand, from this black woman to that black woman. This black woman, what is money going? Follow the footsteps. 9 times out of 10, it's going to a man. And if it's not going to him directly, it's going to solve a problem that her man has helped her create. Oh yeah. So I understand being a ride or die for your kid. I wish we could see that toward black women, especially those that are trying to do something with their lives. Till death do us part. And when you're dealing with these dusties, oh, it's going to be a death do us part. Not just financially, emotionally, and sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, physically. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Simply said here on YouTube, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Be alert, be aware. It's too many broke dusties out there. I'm out. Love ya.